Optiven conference. We are delighted that you could be here. I'm also invited as you are. I'm also an investor with Optiven. But we are so happy that they could find the time to come and see us here tonight. George tells me he has been to quite a few states. They are on a tour, and it is good. When I thought about what Optiven is doing, I've been meeting with them at home. But when I thought about what they are doing and what services they are bringing to us here, I couldn't help but be touched, because I know to them it's a business, but to us it is an opportunity. We had hoped that some of our young people would come and see about this opportunity, because most of the times, and especially for us Kenyans, when we gather when we have calamity, when we have bad news, when we want to raise money for the wrong purpose. And it is good that we gather sometimes, when there are opportunities. I was reading the lesson today, most of you know, just coming from church. But when God took the people from Judah, he took them to exile. He told them he wanted them to go there and prosper. He told them, you are captured, and yet God is telling you to go there and prosper with those people from there. So he is calling us here too, to take advantage of the opportunities that we have in Kenya and become investors, And especially when you start investing, it is good when you start when you're so young. When you are young, in your 20s, in your 30s, you are guaranteed a financial, success in your life. But you have to take the first step. And this is the opportunity they are bringing us to us here. For me and Mr. Kivunyi, we have a relationship with them, so they are not new to us. As a matter of fact, we go way back, So it is a wonderful opportunity, and I hope more people will join us to, take advantage of this opportunity. Because we have had our families trying to invest for us in the past, probably not you, and probably not me, but we have heard the stories of what could happen when you send the money back home to build something for you or to buy a piece of land. What we have found with Optiven, they are a very credible company. I know Mr. Washiori personally, he's a personal friend of mine, and I can vouch for him for what they are doing in Kenya. They have literally changed people's lives. People who never thought they could own a piece of land. They have really brought that opportunity to them. And why do they keep doing it? They have made enough money. They could say that's enough, we're not gonna do it anymore. But as an investor, once you start investing, it never stops. You just keep on going, from one product. If most of you who are customers, we go from one product to the next one, and as you move forward, that's how growth comes. And eventually, at the end of the day, you can look back and see where you started and where you are on this investment journey. Because to me, it is a journey, and you have to take the first step. Sometimes we always think, I do not have enough money, I cannot invest. Because when you look at your income and you look at the obligations that you have, then when you try to divide that money, you find yourself, doubting what you can possibly do. But believe me, God has given us all the potential and all the wisdom to be able to take advantage of a situation when you see one. And this is where Optiven comes in. They are not asking you to go and buy a plot for 5 million. If you can, that is fine. For some of us, that has happened. But they are asking you to go and buy a plot for $600,000. Can you say this? Can you imagine $600,000? It's obviously George might even have something for less. That is an opportunity that is unheard of. For somebody who is telling you can own land with enough money that you earn here for 1 month. Don't you know, for most people in Kenya, they do not have the access, to own those plots. If you remember how we grew up, most of us grew up on a 5-acre piece of land from your father. And then he had 10 kids. Divide 5 acres by 10 kids and tell me how much each one of them gonna get. Okay? Yes, that is the situation. That is what is happening in Kenya today. Most people, all they want is enough piece of land to put up a house. And this is where Optiven comes in. They are giving them their opportunity. And especially for us who are in diaspora, they are opening the doors wide open for us. When I looked at my journey in this country, when I look at my journey, I always wonder, suppose I had started investing some 25 years back or some 30 years back, but you know the regime that we had in Kenya was not very encouraging. So most of us who were in diaspora, we shied away from investing in Kenya, okay? But the doors opened up again, and they are opening up again this time, you know. But the first thing you do is to take the first step, and especially when it is affordable. When you look at, there are pieces of land where they have in Ponza, they have, George will probably take you through there. But the fact is, they are opening the doors for us. Those of us who are in diaspora, if we can just follow, believe me, Washiori did not start where he is. Neither did George. They started somewhere where they were looking at the very first piece of land, just like we are, some of us going to be doing tonight. Obviously, all these are your customers. But we will get some more there. It's going to be their first opportunity. Yeah. Even though for those billionaires that you see, they did not start where you see them. There was a first step for them. And this is why we have asked Optiven to come and share with us what they have, you know, the opportunities they have for us. To me, when they open the doors for the young people that we have in this community, you know, it touches my heart. It touches my heart. And they are not telling them, bring me like 5 million, bring me 2 million, bring me 2 million at one go. No. They are telling them to bring them something that they can afford, and we will finance the rest of it for you. So they make the journey very easy for us. For us, it is only those who will take advantage of that who will benefit, obviously. But I'm very sure, you know, the word will spread amongst our people that there are opportunities at Optiven, and you ought to go out and look at that, you know, and see whether it is for you. So without further ado, I will invite my friend, Mr. Kevunyi, to come and introduce our friend. Mr. Kevunyi is also a customer. He's one of the rich guys in Kenya, because through Optiven. So let's put our hands together for Mr. Kevunyi. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to add just a few words from what he has just said, because I can testify that Optiven is a good and reliable real estate company. I want to give you a testimony. Before I did invest with Optiven, I had invested in another company in Kitengela. I don't want to give the name of the company, but eventually we lost everything. I moved from Kitengela. I invested with another one in Konsa. You have heard about Konsa, yeah? Mm-hmm. Eventually, we lost everything. When I heard about Optiven, I had to travel from here to Kenya to find out if Optiven is real or is another company like the one I had in Kitengela. So I did my own research, and I found that Optiven was one of the most reliable real estate company, not only in Kenya, but in East Africa. I didn't know George before I invested. I invested in Amanrich. For those of you who have heard about Amanrich. And I also happened to meet George Washiori. I didn't know him before. I met him when I was investing in Amanrich, and as the chairman said, we became friends. Last month I was in Kenya and we met, and we want to support George, and I am a witness that if you invest with Optiven, you will never lose. You will be investing in the right place. I know people have lost money like I did in Kitengela, and concert. We have lost, we Kenyans, from here because we want to invest back in Kenya, but you have to get the right person to invest for you. So I want to encourage you to invest with Optiven because we are sure they will give you all of your money when you invest with them. Without much ado, I will call upon George Moteti to tell us what he has for us today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Wow, wow. Is it good evening?
Yes.
So good evening, everybody. It's nice, it's a pleasure to be here once again in Seattle. Seattle, Washington. We came here in the year 2016. That's when we met quite a number of you. My name is George Muteti. I'm the regional manager, diaspora, in charge of the US and Canada. And to me, US is home. I've been here many times. I think more than 15 times. Visa ya 5 years ikaisha, nika renew. When I applied for the visa, there was no interview. Just advised to send my documents to the embassy via DHL to create the document that they sent back. So I'm happy to be here and happy to see our clients, special clients, like Betty Joka, she's here, our special client. Susan Wakaba, meeting today for the first time. We talk a lot. She comes to Kenya, busy schedule, sometimes we don't meet. Nice to see you, Susan. Nice. It's like, thank you so much. That's quite a good endorsement. When you hear an endorsement from the chairman, Mr. Kimani and also Mr. Kibuni, you know, these gentlemen have been here for long. Before they make a move, before they make a step, they do their due diligence to ensure that everything is okay. And that is who we are. And thank you again to see you, Mr. Gitan. I think the first meeting, you don't put up the first meeting in 2016.
Yes.
And it's nice to be together again. And I'd like to thank the Northwest Kenyan community for giving us this platform. And so, allow me to take you through this presentation. And what you see here is our logo. Optiven means optimizing ventures. And our slogan is inspiring possibilities, because at Optiven we believe that whatever your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. And we have been in operation for the last 22 years. So we've got a track record that can be measured. 22 years is been a long while, yeah? It's a long while. Mtoto anazaliwa, anaenda shule, anamaliza, anaenda college, anamaliza. It's really a long while. And that is who we are. And the gentleman you can see here is none other than our team leader, the CEO of the company, Mr. George Washuri. And good to see you, Alisa. Yeah. I didn't acknowledge you. We meeting for the first time. Good to see your lovely husband. Very nice. Yeah. So the gentleman you can see here is Mr. George Washuri. Is the CEO of the company. Is very close to the diaspora, and you know, that's why he appointed me not long ago as the regional manager, diaspora in charge of the US and Canada, because we do lots of these trips together. And when I was leaving Nairobi, he said, when you go to Seattle, convey my warm love and greetings. So please accept warm love and greetings from none other than our team leader and CEO of the company, Mr. George Washuri. So I landed here on the 27th of June at Minneapolis in Minnesota. Then on the 9th of July, I was in Kansas City, Kansas on the 16th of July, I was in New Jersey. We had a big dinner in Newark, Swahili Village in Newark. On 23rd July, I was in Boston, Massachusetts. On 30th July, again in Atlanta, Georgia. On the 6th of August, that's last week, I was in Dallas, Texas. This weekend, I'm here in Seattle, Washington. Next weekend, I'll be in the Bay Area, San Francisco, San Jose, Oakland, Santa Rosa, you know, and quite a number of people will drive from Sacramento to come and pick their title deeds. I came with a bag full of title deeds. I know some of you here. I have your title deed. Betty, Eunice, yeah, Eunice, our client, I have your title deed, and it's a pleasure. That is Mr. Martin? Yes. I have your title deed. So it's happy to be together. Mr. Rwanda, good to see you. It's a pleasure, and thank you for everything. Now, Optiven, basically we're in real estate. I've mentioned that Optiven means optimizing ventures. We are in real estate, and our focus is in land and homes development. And our vision is to be the champions of socio-economic transformation. Whereas our mission is to create an environment that positively transforms our staff, customers, and other stakeholders through offering state-of-the-art products and services. When it comes to our values, when I speak to diasporians, they say that these values, they are very key, very important, but there is one of these which should stand out. Guess which one? Honesty. Yes, honesty. So we are a company, you know, we believe that honesty is the best policy, and that's why you could hear our chairman here, Mr. Kimani and Mr. Kibuni, alluding to that Optiven is a credible partner, is a legit company. And you know, you may ask, hey George, what is Optiven known for? Well, we are known for a number of things, and one of them is excellent customer service. And that is why if you scan, you take your phone, you scan this QR code, and you save this number, 0790300300. You save it on your phone, you search it on WhatsApp, and then you save it as Miss Amani. This beautiful lady here, she's called Amani, Miss Amani. When you just say on WhatsApp, hi, a menu is gonna pop up, a menu in regard to our projects, Victory Gardens, you know, and other projects. If you want maybe offer letter, you just click offer, choose select offer letter, and then you select that particular project. It will send you a link to input your details, and all your details will be captured for the seller agreement. So we are known for excellent customer service, and our model resonates very well with the diasporians. We are known for value additions to add value to land. We buy big chunks of land, we do the subdivision, ideally quite a number of things are gated communities located in the outskirts of major cities like Nairobi. So we ensure that our properties have water, we ensure that there's power on site. Some projects, we have street solar lighting. We are very keen on renewable energy, clean energy, and that is why some of our projects like Victory Gardens, you've invested in Victory Gardens? Yes, yeah. We have come to the entire, especially in phase 3, 4, and 5, we have come to the entire project with street solar lighting, and we have handed over to the Homeowners Association for further management. So when you purchase our property, all you need is there. And that is why we say that the approach we take as Optiven is 2 steps. It's a 2-step approach to home ownership, hassle-free, whereby step number 1, you acquire a value-added plot, and then step number 2 is construction. We take this approach because our target market is the middle class who may not be having a lot of money, but they can service. I mean, they can be able to do installment purchase for these properties and get a home of their choice. Now, we also want to deliver the promise, and that's why you can see our team leader again is George Moshiri handing over a title deed to one of our esteemed clients. And this gentleman you see here is none other than myself. Yeah, handing over title deeds to people. We also known as an award-winning company, and that's why over time, over the years, we have won a number of accolades, we won an award in customer orientation and marketing. We won an award in innovation, when it comes to innovation, in the year 2017, 18. We also won an accolade in exceptional human resource practices. And the same year, 2017 and 18, we won an award as a super brand. So this year, Optiven was sailing in the same boat with big brands in Kenya, like Safaricom and Equity Bank. So Optiven is a company that is well known, and that is why we have won a number of accolades over the years. We believe in giving back to the society. And that is why when you invest with Optiven, your title changes. If your name is Eunice, you say Eunice, philanthropist. Because 5% of our revenue, annual revenue, is channeled to the Optiven Foundation. The main financier of Optiven Foundation is Optiven Group. And 5% is a lot of money. You see, is it last, should be 2020, when COVID struck. I think that was our best year in terms of income. I think we did almost 2 billion. So you can imagine 5% of 2 billion being channeled to the foundation. That's good money. So whenever you invest with Optiven, rest assured that you have touched someone else's life. Someone. It touches my heart to hear a rich man from the US as a foundation, and the foundation has really contributed a lot to children and other less fortunate people in Africa. You know, people, you may never meet them. So we have such a foundation, and that's why we have been running, for the last 3 years, we've been running a campaign termed Mobility that brings smile. So we have donated lots of wheelchairs across the 47 counties in Kenya. We also target the so-called senior forgotten citizens. You know, those are sheshos and bukas who are like forgotten, neglected. We do a beautiful house for them. You see this house, Ikanyumba, the lady who owns this house was, you know, she's epileptic, and the husband left her. And she used to live here with 6 kids. You can imagine, 6 kids. This is the bedroom, this is the living room, this is kitchen, this is everything. And we say it as Optiven, this is not acceptable. So what we did, we constructed this house for the lady. And now the husband wants to come back. It's interesting, eh? Yeah, so we do such projects across the 47 counties in Kenya. We're also keen on feeding the hungry. Like during COVID, the foundation fed over 300 families during COVID. And we are also keen on CSR activities. Karibuni sana, naona chakula imeingia, which is good. So we ensure that we keep the girl in school by dishing sanitary pads, but we also ensure that the boy child is not left behind. We are also keen on environment, taking care of the environment. That's why our team leader here, Mr. George Washuri, you can see is assisting in planting trees. We have a government official right here. We do that in our projects and outside our projects as well, taking care of the vulnerable in our society. That's what the foundation does. And maybe most of you remember this story of this lady called Josephine Leshao. This lady is HIV positive. She has a number of kids. The husband left her, and we said we can donate some property at the Garden of Joy. And you can see our team leader here, Mr. Washuri, giving a title deed to this poor lady. And we could not help it when we showed her the plot. She knelt down to give thanks to the Almighty God for the kindly gesture extended to her. And we've done a number of projects.
Hi there, my name is George Washuri. I am so happy to see you, and today I am here to enumerate, to explain how we package our land investment. We have 5 levels of our property, and we classify these levels as 1 star, 2 stars, 3 star, 4 star, and 5 star. This is what we mean, that if you buy a property that is 1 star with Optiven, one of the things that is evident, the property is cheaper, is below $500,000. And this particular property is basically bare land. We only do subdivision, book the records, and then produce titles. The second level, we call it 2 star. This is prime land, whereby we grade the roads, we put a marking fence, do the records, and produce titles. The third level, we call it 3 stars. This 3 star is value added plots. We do the manor, we do the water, we do the mesh fence, and there's a caretaker on site. The 4th level is 4 star. 4 star is ready to build development. We do very nice manor roads, we plant the trees, we put the water tower, we also put a caretaker on site, and finally, the 5 star. The 5 star is premier, is the top level. And
This is where Mr. Kibunya has invested a money reach 5 star.
we do water management through underground culverts, we do underground power, we do fountain for water, we do beautiful and nice permanent gates, we do perimeter wall, and also do install the CCTV, and the whole property is manned by uniformed security. Some of these properties, these 5-star properties, we do a clubhouse and also construct swimming pool. Thank you once more for trusting Optiven. We value you. We are at Absa Plaza, 14th floor and 15th floor. God bless you.
So I think you've seen how we package our projects. Like Victory Gardens is a 4-star, whereby we also do installation of street solar lighting because we are very keen on renewable energy. And like Abadiri, we are doing a clubhouse there, underground power cables. These are some of the projects. Now, we have a great project, a great property called the Great Oasis in Nanyuki, Karibuni Sana. And this is where everybody wants to invest. And very briefly, maybe we can let Mr. Washuri tell us about this project, the Great Oasis in Nanyuki.
Hi there, my name is George Washuri, CEO of Optiven, and I'm here to bring you good news about the Great Oasis in Nanyuki. This particular project is an amazing project. Optiven, we are saying bigger is better. You are able to purchase vision for police post. We are very grateful for this particular project. And one thing I like about this particular project is right next to the new key road. We are packed full tamaki. We are directly opposite of the Kenya All-Right Estate and all time theater. John is out just for us right now on 0790 300 300.
So the beauty with this project called the Great Oasis Nanyuki, the beauty of it is that we are rightly opposite Mount Kenya Homes. And you know, at Mount Kenya Homes per night we pay $300. That's like 30,000 Kenya shillings per night. We are rightly opposite that. And the Mount Kenya Homes is right in the Alpha Delta, and it extends all the way to the foot of Mount Kenya. So when you have our project, you can see Mount Kenya, Lodaiga Hills, Abadeas villages, and you find sometimes, Mount Kenya Homes is fully booked. Miami, that is way ahead, is fully booked. So guys who are purchasing this project, they want to build holiday homes. They say that they can start by charging like $280 per night. And also they want to do homes to rent on Airbnb. Of course, other businesses, because it's a major project. So I have a few plots remaining. The allocation I had got finished when I was in Boston. So I got some new allocation. So after the presentation, you can see me if you want a property in the new key. We are saying bigger is better because the subdivision is in terms of eighths. An acre is going for $349,000. A quarter is going for $680,000. Half acre is going for 1.3. An acre is going for 2.8. And you know, an acre is like, how many plots of an eighth? 8. It's going for 2.5. And you buy an acre for 2.5, and then you give it 10 years, you find the same acre, you can sell it at either 25 or 30 million. That's how guys make big money, those who invest in the real estate. So I have a few plots remaining. You can talk to me after the presentation. Yeah, we don't have much in Malindi City Prince. I know some of you have invested here. Like Betty, you have invested in Malindi. We don't have a problem here. So I want to skip that. I won't talk much about that project. We have Happy Gardens in Kitengela. I don't think we have any plot remaining here. So I want to skip that project. I want to skip it. We don't have any plot remaining. All the plots are taken. That's a beautiful gate coming up. But we have a few plots remaining at Celebration Garden. Celebration Gardens is closer to Victory Gardens. Remind me your name? Zipporah. Yeah, Zipporah has invested in Victory Gardens. Now, you know, because of public demand, because we've done up to 5 phases in Victory Gardens, guys said, why can't you get a property closer to Victory Gardens? So we said, let's get Celebration Gardens. So we have a few plots, I think maybe 10 plots remaining at Celebration Gardens. It's a project within Nairobi Metropolis, barely 20 miles from the airport. A beautiful project, and you can talk to me after this. Huh? Maybe you'd like to see a short video clip about Celebration Gardens.
Let me guess. Coffee?
It's halfway down the line for the year 2022. Buy a plot of land at Celebration Gardens, Kitengela. Celebration Gardens comes with modern roads, trees along the internal roads, and will have water and electricity for every $699K that you place as deposit or installment towards any of Optiven's plot of land. We gift you a brand new coffee maker to make you feel warm. Call us on 0790 300 300.
So we have a few plots remaining there, so you can see me after this. Success Gardens is another beautiful project near Thika. closer to Blue Coast Hotel, along Gatanga Road. So, a short video clip.
Invest in Success Gardens sticker that comes with ready title deeds, spectacular gates, internal road networks, water, electricity, and solar street lighting. For more information, call us on 0790 300 300 or visit
So we have a few plots remaining. The gate is coming up very well, Success Gate, and it's a very beautiful project as well. Wema Gardens Naramono, let me skip that. Due to time factor. This is another project. I have like 3 plots remaining at Garden of Joy's Sanoka Zudo Road in Machakos County.
There's a special kind of freedom that comes with owning a property. All the essential amenities such as security, water, electricity, solar streetlights, and motorable roads. Own a plot of land at the Garden of Joy off Kangundo Road. Call us on 0790 300 300.
So I think I have around 3 plots remaining here at the Garden of Joy, a very wonderful project. We can talk after this. Victory Gardens, let me skip that because we don't have a plot there. But that's how it looks like from a distance. Amani Ridge, maybe for the sake of you, would like to see how it looks like. Let me play a short video clip, but I think we have 1 or 2 plots remaining at Amani Ridge.
Hi there to all our customers, valued customers of Amani region, the Prince of Peace. I want to thank you sincerely because you trusted us in this particular project. The time we were starting, you came when there was nothing, no value addition, and you did not doubt that Optiven would do the value addition. Right now, we thank God that the entire project, it is now value added. We are now doing capital roads from the gate. The gate was done, the ceremonial gate. We have done beautiful, beautiful entry. You know, we had the best landscaper in East and Central Africa, and landscaping is amazing. We have planted thousands of fruits and the trees within Amani region, the place of peace. We have produced all the titles, including we have paid the rates up to date, and if you want to transfer your title, if you're not transferred, only ask Optiven for the current rates, and we have them. And I'm so happy that you trusted us. I know there are about 15 customers who are building, but now we are asking you, utajenga lini? Come and build because the property is ready for you. The perimeter wall iko ngangari, you know. The security iko sawa. The project is just waiting for you to come and start building. And I can tell you, the approvals is now online in Kiambu. It is so easy. In case you get stuck, get in touch with us, build at optiven.co.ke, because we want you to build so that we do the entire network of roads. We put capital and then we hand over this particular project to you. Are you there? Are you looking for some serene environment? We still have 8 plots. You can come, pick that plot. Those who bought our customers, because I'm addressing this to you as a customer. Tuanze kujenga. Tajenga ni. Go.
Thank you. Yeah, that is Amani Ridge, and I'm good. I can take a few questions. I have like 2 plots at Amani Ridge, 3 plots at the Garden of Joy, around 10 plots at Celebration Gardens. I have around 15 plots at the Great Oasis Nanyuki. And in all these projects, the title deeds are ready. And yeah, you grow your wealth in Kenya. We want to generate generational wealth. So let me stop there because I know you guys, your time, you're very time conscious. And I can see our caterer, they are setting, they are almost ready. And maybe before they give us a go ahead, before we get a prayer before the food is served, I can take a few questions. Yes, Mr. Livingston. Martin, yeah.
It's fine, it's really not a question. I just hope to supplement what my brother here, Mr. Mudi, and the chairman say. Emphasize this company, to me, as an accountant, I serve most of these people
Wow.
with their financial needs.
Wow.
I'll vouch for the credibility of Optiven. I have invested in together. And 2 Saturdays ago, I visited Nanyuki. You know, they had, oh, you are not there, you're in the US. And what I can say about these people is the transparency, the one the chairman is talking about.
Yeah.
At the site, you commit yourself with some money, you get a receipt.
Wow.
The next Monday you go and sign documents, and then you continue making your payments, and it's just wonderful.
So you did the installments?
Yeah.
Your program, you did the installments?
Yeah. The second one, the
Wow.
But either way,
Yeah.
I love you leave the place with no doubt. You are not worried about maybe the receipt will not come. I would really say that is very good. And, we just hope everything. Other than, of course, everybody here is concerned about the politics. The 2 projects, I think both Kitengela, I think the one I'm quite concerned about is the Nanyuki one, where there is that road, you call it Nanyuki Umuruki.
Nanyuki Umuruki.
Yeah, I'm not being pessimistic, but I'm just worried. You never know what an incoming government, that road is very central to the value of that project.
Yeah.
So you don't know whether whoever now becomes, or whichever government comes in, changes priority. This road is now not our priority. Will take. I don't know. We have seen this in politics. We do. That's just. It's not. I'm not trying to take anything away from the project. I'm just saying these are things that we need to be aligned to.
That is true. Thank you. Let me mention, we have an offer for the US market. When it comes to deposit of any project, like in Kenya, they are doing a one-off payment. But here in the US, since we did not have an appointment with you that we are coming, we are saying you can do a commitment. The way Martin has said, you can commit with $500 in any of these projects. Commit with $500, and then we'll give you a month to raise the deposit. All right, and then you tell us how you want to pay. Maybe you want to pay in 3 months, maybe in 6 months. Some projects you pay, the maximum repayment period is 6 months, others is 12 months. We can give you up to 12 months. Most of our project is 12 months repayment period. So, and then you can start your journey to making your millions with $500. All right. Thank you very much, Martin, for your input. We value you. At Optiven, we say we value you. We value our customers. Thank you so very much for that. Any yes, please.
Remember, there was also a bank. I think if you had to finance your product through a bank, for some reason you don't do it through Optiven, there was BTP have been done because bank. I don't know. They were there, like they are working with you people. So I think what we need to do here is the possibility of you financing.
Finance. We work, very good.
Yeah.
We work very closely with Equity Bank, KCB Bank, Family Bank, Stanbic Bank. Actually, we have even NCBA Bank. There was a merger between CBA and NIC to form NCBA. So we work very closely with these banks. So in case you require bank financing, we can be able to do that. Thank you for that question. Yes, Chairman.
George, take us back to Nanyuki one more time on the project array.
Yeah.
And because most of the ones that you went through,
Yes.
you did not give us the prices.
Oh.
Yeah, there was that Nanyuki project, which is very, very affordable.
Yeah.
Because when I look at these plots, what I think about is the appreciation, of the piece of land, where somebody is able to pick up a chunk of them, for a very low price and is financed for you. And then within 2-3 years, if you choose to, you can still dispose them and, for big money. It's an investment.
Wow.
There are some of us who look for a plot where they can own a piece of land indefinitely. There are some of us who come in as with the idea of investing in them.
Yeah.
The one in Nanyuki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
So, briefly, yes, I request I take you through this project in Nanyuki, and maybe you may ask, why invest in Nanyuki? We are saying there's massive potential in this project, and as you approach Nanyuki, the Pasmeromoru, there's the equator. The equator line passes around that place. There's equator, and tourists many a times they stop there, they take photos. So Nanyuki has the so-called equatorial weather. Equatorial weather. And equatorial weather is associated with long life and happiness. Long life and happiness.
Amen.
So if you invest in Nanyuki, hakuna makasiriko.
Yeah.
And no wonder people, I don't know, there's something special with Nanyuki. And that is why even white people, they love being, as you travel toward Nanyuki, you see cottages, holiday homes for Airbnb. And it's 118 miles drive from Nairobi. And now that, a lot is happening in Nairobi, I don't know whether, has any one of you, kuna mtu ameendesha gari hapa?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So if you're coming, maybe you're going to Nanyuki, you're coming from the river, you're coming from Lolongo. From Lolongo to Nairobi is less than 10 minutes drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then from Nairobi you take the highway, the Thika Super Highway, and that is how it looks. And then now from Keno, there's the Keno Marwa dual carriage. It's currently under construction, and that is why we are saying instead of taking like 2-3 hours from Nairobi to Nanyuki, you can take less than that. You can take almost an hour plus, from Nairobi to Nanyuki. Once the Keno Marwa, it's called the Keno Marwa. The Keno Marwa dual carriage, once it is in place, and as we speak, is under construction, and no one who can stop this, not even Raila, not even Ruto. Yeah, so already the developer is on the ground. Yeah, and that is why we have no choice. We have no choice other than to invest in this project, the Great Oasis Nanyuki. How a few across the remaining though. So if you don't want to take a flight, because you can say to take a flight to Nanyuki, you can as well use the SGR. Use the SGR to Nanyuki, and yeah, you can do that. You can use the SGR to Nanyuki. Alternatively, you can take there's a Nanyuki airstrip. You can fly to Nanyuki. It's very cheap. I think maybe 4,000. Yeah, I'm not very sure, but it's very cheap. With $40, you can fly. You can take a flight. $40. Yeah, I can take a flight. The Nanyuki airstrip is very close, and that's why if you don't invest in Nanyuki, I feel bad this evening, because you can't miss this. This is how people create wealth, and that is Nanyuki. The population is more or less 70,000, and Nanyuki town. That's Nanyuki town. This is Cedar Mall. This mall is at the center of the town, and from Cedar Mall to our project. Now, the beauty with the Nanyuki, you see, this is Al-Pajeta, and our project is here, right here. This is where we have the Nanyuki what? The Nanyuki Rumuruti Road. So Optiven is here, Alpajeta is here. This is where we have the Mount Kenya holiday homes. And this Alpajeta extends all the way to the foot of the Mount Kenya. So the views are very good. When you do a house here, you get on your balcony, you are able to see wild animals right here. In the morning, the mount is naked. You can be able to count the 3 peaks. Batchen Peak, Lenana Peak, and Nelion Peak. In the morning, it's very clear. And that is why guys they want to do holiday homes and homes for Airbnb in this project. So this is the map. And we have also done subdivisions here. So we have plots that are touching the tarmac. Most of the subdivision is in terms of acres, and you have no choice other than to invest here, because you buy an acre here, in 10 years that is 25 or 30 million. Yeah, you have no choice. Chama, iko sawa?
What's the price of the plots?
Yes, the price of the plot are named. And this is where we have the heights. They are going for 349,000. 349,000. These are the quarters. Quarters are going for 680. 680. We have half acres right here. Half acres are going for 1.3. And then the acres. We have 3 acres here, and other acres are right here. The ones that are touching the tarmac, the proposed tarmac rather, they are going for 3M. But the acres at the back, they are going for 2.5. So that's why we are saying an acre is really cheap, 2.5, 8 plots. In 10 years, that's going to be 25 to 30 million. So this is a wonderful project. I had got a number of plots when I came here, but nikiwa Boston Skyisha, so I got some new allocation from Nairobi. So I think I have around 10 plots. Around 10 to 15 plots remaining. I have some acres, I have some 8s, I have some quarters, I have some halves, and they are right here in this box. So feel free to see me. The Garden of Joy, the price is 1.495. 1.495. Celebration Gardens, the price is 1.295, and we have got a payment plan for 1 year. Remember, at Optiven, we don't sell plots, we sell value. We sell value because people don't buy plots really. People buy value. All right, you buy a plot with all you need, and then we construct for you. It's a 2-steps approach to ownership. So I think we are good. We are good, Chama?
Yeah. How much was the half again?
Half is 1.3.
1.3.
1.3, and we have the 1 year repayment period.
There was another one close to Nairobi.
Yeah.
Where you had a few plots left. Which one was that? Another. Huh?
Success Gardens.
Success Gardens.
Yeah, Success Gardens. The price is 2.695.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Per quarter?
That's an 8.
1.8.
1.8.
Okay. 2 point.
Sorry? Yeah, we do designate a few plots ideally for commercial, because these are gated communities. Yeah, so I have like 1 commercial plot at Celebration Gardens in Kitengela. But I can check whether we have a commercial plot at Success Gardens. Yeah, but I do have a commercial plot at Celebration Gardens in Kitengela. But the plots in Nanyuki, all these are more or less commercial plots, because people are buying this ideally for commercial. You can do your holiday, a retirement home there, a holiday, you retire there. Good ambience, all that. But it's a wonderful project. You can't help it other than to invest here. If you really want to, this is a place you can make more or less. If you do and you rent on Airbnb, you can make as much as $10,000 per month. I mean, that's good money. Yes, my friend.
Were you saying that I'm assuming this would go for all the projects?
Sorry, that?
I'm assuming this would go for all the projects. Any project where you purchase an acre, what you said?
An acre.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this project we have acres, but these other projects I've mentioned, we don't have subdivision in acres. We only have acres in this project.
Right, but if, this is the only place that has acres.
Yes.
So if you were to purchase an acre, would subdivision be allowed in the future?
Yeah, you can apply for that.
So that's why you're saying, he was saying it's like an investment, so if you were to buy an acre, there's 8/8 of an acre is subdivision.
That's a very good, that's a very good point. He's asking whether if you purchase an acre here, you can, I'm saying you can apply for subdivision. And that way you can still make money. You know, especially if you buy now and give it a little bit of time, let's say 5 years or 10 years, you apply for subdivision, or you can even, once you subdivide, you can construct homes there. Maybe it could be a bungalow, it could be a maisonette, and you can even sell it at, who knows the price.
Right.
It'll probably be maybe 10 million. That's how guys make big money. Yeah. Thank you for that. Brilliant question. Yeah.
Can we see the success again
Success.
in Dhika?
Oh yeah. Let me go back there.
Sorry, keep taking you back. Yeah. Để mà xin chép. Anh có uống cái đó. Tôi xài nấu. Need to have
Was that one? Those farms that with coffee?
yeah.
Amani, is it Amani?
That's it.
Amani. They didn't have.
Dia betul orang nak dua tu. Oh, betul aja.
No, because then they came here. And they don't
2016. Ya, kita kaya pasti temu apa.
So Chairman, this is where this success guidance.
Yeah.
Yeah, along the Tanga Road, we have hospitals around there, Gatunyu, Kirwara, that's the Health Center, schools, Kiama, SK Memorial School, police station nearby, and that's the project.
Invest in Success Gardens Thika that comes with ready title deeds, spectacular gates, internal road networks, water, electricity, and solar street lighting. For more information, call us on 0790 300 300 or visit www.optiven.co.ke.
How much are they going for?
They're going for 2.695 for an acre. Yeah, this is a plot with water connectivity right on your plot. It comes with a beautiful gate. It's controlled development project. You cannot just build what you want. The moment you drive inside the gate, you are given a salute, and then you ask where you want to go, and where are you going. It also comes with the agricultural solar lighting, water connectivity right on the plot, and then power on site, tree planting because we believe that a green environment is a healthy environment, and we have also designated an area which is a green zone within the project, and a commercial center within the project. And my sister here was asking whether we have a commercial plot there. I believe we have. I think I can request for a commercial plot from Nairobi.
How far are they from Thika town?
All right. So when you're driving from Nairobi, you go slightly past Thika. There's the Blue Post, where we have the Blue Post flyover, and that's where we have the Blue Post Hotel. There's a diversion on your left, and now from the highway now to the project is more or less 7 minutes drive. So for those who know the area, is slightly past Jogoke Makia. And we have other gated communities that are, mushrooming around. The beauty with this area is that it's a leafy suburb. Lots of trees. You purchase a property here, you feel as though you are still in America because it's a leafy suburb. guys here love trees. It's red soil, you know, beautiful place. Within Nairobi metropolis, you can do a home here. You can rent it on Airbnb. You can you know, commute to Thika town to Nairobi. It's more or less 20 minutes drive, courtesy of the Thika Superhighway. So 2.695, we have a 1-year repayment period, and because the area is a serene environment, the plots are bound to appreciate in value very much. You get a plot here, in 5 years the same plot is going to be 6 million. Yeah. We are good? Yeah. Any other question before we invite for the prayer for the mayor and some remarks from our chairman? I think we are good. I think you are good. I'll be using this table here. You can, if you have further questions, we can. We can do one-on-one right here. Yeah, as I issue a number of title deeds right here, and as we serve food, we can engage on one-on-one, and I think that would be very good. So, Chairman, karibu sana.
Okay. Thank you, George. Let's put our hands together for George. That was a wonderful presentation, wonderful opportunity for us. He has shown us quite a few places here where you can invest. To most of you, I know some of you are investors, as we have come to realize, and he's going to be issuing the titles. My friend there is also an investor. Stand up, Rwanda. Stand up. Just stand up. Yeah, this is a young man who is here in America. He's just recently came, and he is already an investor with Optiven. And I believe he will be getting his title. If it's not this time, he should be getting it anytime soon. When I came back from Kenya in January of 2020, was it 21? January of 2022. You know, I just ran into him and he asked me, what is good? What is going on in Kenya? I told him there are opportunities there, you can invest there. At that time I had looked at the Konza plots, which are way gone by then. I had talked to Mr. Washiori at Nairobi, and he had told me by January 15 they should be gone. You know, so I came back, mentioned it to Rwanda. He told me I would like to be an investor. You know, just show me where to invest. And surely enough, he picked up 2 plots, which were financed for him and some other 2 other young ladies that I introduced, and they were sold by January 15. They were all gone. I'm very sure George did not show them here. They are at Konza. So, and there are a lot of young people. My pride is to see people like him, you know, starting to invest in Kenya, because I know what they're going to mean in the future for him. And you can imagine where their plot is located. It's 3 kilometers from where they are building the Silicon Valley in Kenya. Silicon Valley of the hub, technology hub in Kenya. 3 kilometers. So Rwanda will be the man providing the housing for those, you know, people who are going to be working there. So there are opportunities, and the reason when you look at these investments, you know, don't look at it like in Nanyuki, I'll go live in Nanyuki. No, that's for your investment. If you live in Limuru, if you live in where is your place, Winnie? If you live in Kisumu, you are not going to move from Kisumu to Nanyuki. If you want, you can. But look at it for an investment purpose. You know, that's how you make money. That's how wealth is created. And especially when you start with these small ones. For me, I never look at the huge ones because I don't need it, you know, to build a house. I look at the small ones that are affordable, that you can pick up a chunk. You know what a chunk is? And then you commit yourself, you pay, they finance it for you every month, you pay. However the agreement says. And then eventually you sit back, and in 2-3 years, you can still sell those plots for almost 3 times, you know, what you pay them, you know, what you paid for them. So that's what I'm looking at, the investment, you know, part of it. And so for some people, they just want to, you know, own a piece of land in Kenya. So these opportunities, I'm very sure George will be coming back on hopefully next year to bring us more titles, because people keep buying them. People keep buying them. If you don't get your title today, obviously you'll be getting a title somewhere down the line. But the key is to start investing. Because if you don't, we are in a lot of opportunity where money comes so easy to us. You know, where money comes so easy to us for those who live in America. Think about the days when we used to live in Kenya. How long would it have taken you to raise $300,000? You know, $380 for their pro. You know, working at a job. But for in this country, you can do that in a month. You know, from your monthly check, you can do that. You can commit. You can make sure you're gonna make a difference in your life. Because if you don't do it, nobody's gonna do it for you. If you want to have their financial freedom in a few years from now, this is the company to trust. This is the company to work with because they are credible, they are transparent, and they bring titles. And that's what I like about it. So with that, I know everybody want to have a meal. Optiven is providing us with a free meal tonight. So I would ask Betty, are you going to pray for the food? Yes, she is a customer, so she's allowed to do that. Yeah.
You can also say a few words.
Enjoy the meal.
So say a few words.
Yes.
Oh. Excuse me. I'm hungry right now. I don't have anything to say, but I just want to thank God for George, because I met George in 2016. I was almost new in Washington, and I heard of Optiven, and I was very not really for buying anything, but I don't know what came out of me, and I felt like I want to attend the meeting of these people. I didn't even know them. George, the other George was there. Yeah, George Bashir was here, and his wife was here, and this George. So, and that was my first time to meet, to start doing like buying something for myself, and I bought some few plots. I don't know. Can't remember the name. Shalom.
Shalom. Love guidance.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't know why I trusted these people, because I've heard stories, and I just trusted them, and I felt peace. And I tell you, I bought quite a few of them after, you know, I kept on learning and hearing about them, and I had to send my sister to go and see these people. But it's a trust that I had with them. So all I would advise you is that please take my word. These people are people who know what they're doing, and especially when you listen to George, when he teaches about leadership, because he teaches about leadership, and the way he explains things, you just feel like grabbing him and telling him, George, okay, and then you know his story, how he started. He was a nobody, you know, whatever he was doing at the university, washing clothes for people and all that. But it's a company that I told God that, God, please don't let this company be like other companies. And I'm sure it's not going to be. Optiven is not going to change. And what they are doing, people, they are nyakuaring our country. I mean, what I meant by nyakua is they don't want the soil of Kenya to go outside Kenya. You know what I'm talking about? When they purchase those pieces of land and they sell it to us, that land will remain in Kenya. No other people from maybe outside Kenya will come and purchase the whole of Machakos or the whole of, you know what I'm talking about? So when they buy those pieces of land and all that, and then they sell it to us, and they don't sell them expensively, then you are sure that the Kenya remains as Kenya. So let's pray. Father, in the name of Jesus Christ, I want to thank you for this time that you have brought George and this company, Optiven Limited. God, you know how much we have trusted these people, and it's only you that we can depend on. And because you have put it in our spirit that this is a good company, we pray that it continues to be good, and that whatever they are doing, even coming over here and helping us understand the reason why we have to purchase those plots and all that, and especially to the young people, that one day they'll remember there's a person who came from Kenya and helped them achieve something in Kenya. So I want to thank you even for what they have provided for us to eat tonight, and we give you all the glory and all the honor. That when we eat it, we will remember Optiven was considerate and they gave us something to eat. Thank God for that. In Jesus' name.
Amen. Let me just add something real small. As people go to right now, because you mentioned about 2016 when it first came, they approached the Northwest Kenyan community, and at that time we had no confidence as to what they were bringing to the community. So I told them Northwest could not be engaged in selling land to our people here. So I will assign you somebody who can organize something, a meeting for you. And then somebody was William Gitau. Yeah. And I told Gitau, Optiven is coming. If you want to organize something for them, a meeting for them, tell them what you need. They will give the people here, they will come and slaughter goats, nyama choma, everything they offer them for free. And surely enough, we organized the very first meeting, with Optiven. Little did I know I was going to come to find out, what a difference they have made to our people in Kenya. From that meeting, as you can hear from Betty, I think Betty was in that meeting, yeah. They have transformed the people's lives. I went to Optiven. They occupy the whole of 14th floor and, is it 14 and 15? Yeah. 14th floor of Opsa building. 14th floor and 15th, the whole floor of those two buildings. And the collage of pictures on the wall of the kids that they have put through school. A whole wall full of pictures of kids. And I say, this is a company that I'm not going to be afraid to endorse. Even though Northwest Kenyan Community is a non-profit organization, I talked to the board members, Mr. Kivunyi and the rest of them. We say, no, we have to endorse them, because of the difference they are making to our people. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
So dinner is served.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, let's go and get some food. Exactly. Itakuwa takanwani. Okay, wonderful. Sí, atakuwa.
Oh, I am Esther.
charges yan. Hauna ko na rin. Oh.
This is the great oasis.